different time, what will be different in this time? Don't tell me the details. I don't want to add details. General things, because later when you are discussing the poem, you will have to have general point, right? So what will be different? Audience. For sure, right? The audience. So this is one of the difference which you found. So one of the points which you have in your presentation, how different audience will be, differently. Yeah, you can look at this from this point of view, right? What else you found? If you but think of yes.
To have an answer.
Yes.
So one of the first differences I saw was the written form of both of them, because the first one is written in as a poem and the other one is written as a post. Is it correct, Miss?
Yes, so this is also a difference. So now, again, these two different structure can serve different purpose and different audience, right? Because you have to analyze audience and purpose when you talk about these poems. So again, when you are discussing audience and purpose, you will compare these two elements, these two texts, and you will find differences. Maybe there will be similarities as well, but so this is the thing which you notice. Anything else? But actually, it's enough if you focus on audience, on purpose. Now it's visual more. Yeah. So here you also can somehow think about the context, because this is you have a lot of ideas there. Of course, that's why you are able to make easily presentation for 10 minutes. But now, why I'm asking about the things? Because look, this what I posted here is explanation how actually you have to construct your presentation, how you have to plan, because now you will have to make an outline. So what you will say in points, in bullet points, what you will say in the introduction, what you will say in body paragraph, and what you will say in the conclusion. Now remember, oral presentation is like writing an essay, exactly the same thing, but you are doing it orally. So what it needs to have? Yes, and what else?
Body and a conclusion.
A thesis statement. Do you remember what is a thesis statement? Introduction, you are right. You are introducing the thing, but you have to state something what you want to analyze later, right? Yes, the main idea of this whole essay. But remember, the main idea is like you have to state. It sounds like, the word statement thinks that you have to climb something. You are climbing something. You are saying, this is like this. You have to say something what you are proving later, right? So it has to be, that's why I would like to see the outlines, actually. Yes, I would prefer to see outlines before you start recording. Okay, let's think how I will solve it. Okay, let's see. I will just first explain what you have to do. Look, I will tell you also where you can find something what will help you. Okay? Now, when you are creating the outline, so first of all, this is what I show here, introduction. So you have to explain, at the beginning you have to start from the question what. I mean, you have to explain what is the global issue which you are discussing here. Actually, on what global issue are we focusing in our presentations now? On femininity, right? Feminism. And begin with the central organizing principle. So, because why I was asking you to choose a principle, some principles. Actually, you have to choose one principle, and you should build the whole presentation based on this one principle, right? If you want to use two, you can use two, but it's easier to think about a thesis statement with one, yes, principle. And you know already principles, yes, so you found them. And now, this next one. State your introduction with the why, briefly explain why your global issue matters to you, why you chose this global issue. Yes, of course. You can use. This is your personal presentation. In this case, you can use.
So, Mr. The second presentation, I want you to focus on three first points of view, and these are the personal.
Yeah, because you are, but you know, I would rather suggest to avoid saying this I, because it really gives impression that this is a very personal presentation. It's better if you say it is stated, it is shown, right? But you can express your feeling because yeah. Because because you know, as long as you, it's not even that you are wrong when you are saying I, but it makes your presentation weaker for someone who is listening and thinking, okay, it's only her point of view. You have to say everything in a strong way, yes, to convince some listener to this what you are saying. Of course, you are using evidence, right? But of course, here you can use when you are presenting your own opinion on something, you can use I. And now, when we go down, you have to have a thesis statement. It should be like a thesis statement in an essay, right? And I don't know how much you know about it. Let's go to this. Your thesis statement has to refer to both texts. So when you are stating something in your introduction, don't think only about one text. You have to think about both of them, right? So it means that whatever you say in your thesis statement, you can use arguments from both texts, because actually later you build your body on arguments, yes, from the text. And now, when you go down, so think about the thesis statement that will allow you to discuss an audience, purpose, language. Create a thesis statement which will give you this opportunity discussing these things in your argument part, right? And now, body. Each paragraph of the body should start from the point. So yes, you have to say something, and later you are finding evidence from one text, and then you move to another text. Don't jump from text to text for this one point. So you have one point, and you are finding evidence, and you are explaining them from this one text. So then you move to another text. Now, when you state another point, you state something, so use evidence from text 2 this time, and then go to text 1. Just this like fluctuation. You are going from one text to another, and you know you go this way. I know that sounds quite complicated, right? But I just wanted you to understand how you should build your outline to help you later to make the presentation. And now, of course, use evidence from the text. And the last one is conclusion. Now, to make your life easier, you can use your textbook, and there is ready outline. But I would like you to change a thesis statement from this textbook. I will post. I did not post for you. If you go to page, I will just say which page is that. If you go to page, is there? Just let's see. 103. So let's do it this way. I just have to think how to. It's 104. You don't have it. I will just take a picture. I will send to you. I will say. You are still working on the worksheet.
Yeah.
Miss, is there a workout you expect from us, or like a timing? Sorry.
What is the question?
Miss, is there like a word limit, or like
No. You mean for outline or for recording?
For both the outline, the word count, and the.
No, outline is only for you. It's for me to see that you did it properly. But outline is only for you to help you to do the recording. So I don't care how many words you have in your outline.
Miss, so by today, what should we have done?
May I finish first?
Sorry.
Have you finished worksheets? You should have been ready with your worksheets by today.
The worksheets I'm done with. Only the global thing I can add.
Yes, so I am just explaining what you have to do right now, right? Students who are late with worksheets, this is their choice to be late with worksheets. So they have to do two things at the same time. I will not wait for late students. So today you are doing outline for your presentation.
Okay.
Right? Now, your outline is just planning for your presentation, right? This is one thing. I don't care how many words you have in your outline, as long as you can produce 10-minute presentation from this outline. Now, to make your presentation correct, you have to follow some steps. Introduction, body conclusion. In introduction, global issue and thesis statement. And then you have to use arguments. Now, to make your life easier, I am telling you that you can look at the outline, which is on page 104. Can you open this for at home, the book?
Miss, can you post it on the Google Classroom?
No, you have
I
to.
don't have the book with me currently.
Why you don't have it?
It's in my other house.
Too many houses, Khalifa. I have to.
No,
I'm
in my grandparents' house. So.
I will post it, but I don't know how long it will take because sometimes my email is not working so fast. But let me just finish.
You already sent it.
Once again.
You already sent it from yesterday. You have already sent it with the pictures.
But is there example of outline? Individual.
Yeah, it's individual oral sample one outline.
Oh, it's very perfect. Okay, so if I posted this, are you sure? Yes, very good, excellent, excellent. Yes.
I thought my mic wasn't working. But for the oral presentation, it's basically about what we did, the two worksheets, no? The woman's right thingy. And we have until today to finish the second worksheet, yeah?
But you need to talk about these two texts, which you are doing in second worksheet. This is your oral presentation.
So oral presentation is based on second worksheet, not first.
Yes. But first also because you were using principles there. You were talking about some principles. So you are using it in your introduction here, right? And in your statement. So now when you look at this, what I already posted, I don't want you to have exactly the same thesis statement as here. You can see here a thesis statement. Both texts, so I say, you have to refer to two texts. Despite the differences in structure and purpose, use imagery, analogy, and direct narration in order to persuade the audience on the viewpoints on the women's suffrage movement in the early 20th century. This is a proper thesis statement. You have to think about your own. You don't have to use exactly the same because maybe you did not notice the things here which they mentioned, right? But you have to think about your own approach, how you are going to approach the text. But this is the main thing. You have to use your thesis statement. Because actually you are proving everything in your thesis statement later, right? This for me, I would be lost in this way of outline actually. That's why I did not force you to look at this outline. I just posted what actually it could be. But you can look at this, you can create you can make a mind map, whatever you want, what will help you. I don't care about really how it will be done. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, you can, each, yes, you can. Each of you is working in your own way. I only need to see that it's done. I actually am interested in thesis statement, the most. 8, 8 to 10 minutes, yes. You still change the English B? They have shorter presentations, yes? Sorry. Isaac?
Miss, I just want to ask you, what do you mean by origin of the text? Yeah, from where I got the research about the women's suffrage.
What original text do you mean?
In the second worksheet, it asks origin of the text.
Yes, so you have to find the text and when it was done, by whom. The text, there are two texts. You have to find information about these two texts. You know which...
Not the research about the women's suffrage?
Women's suffrage it was the before, right? First you have to find the research about women's suffrage. And now what are you analyzing in the worksheet?
Oh, okay.
Two texts. So you have to find the origin, some information about text 1, text 2. Okay, Mohammed, sorry that I'm waiting.
Miss, for the outline, is it due today?
No, this is what I'm thinking. I will give you time for outline by Sunday.
This next coming Sunday.
No, this Sunday. Outline is not, this is short thing. So outline must be by Sunday, but recording will be by next Sunday.
Okay, miss.
So the outline doesn't have to be like the word for word thing we're going to say. Just like some sort of overall planning.
Yes, this is oral planning. You don't have to.
We don't write like every single thing we're
No.
going to say.
You are not writing every single word there. No. It's only something because when you are on the exam, you have 20 minutes for preparation. So you are able only to do outline, nothing else, right? When you have text in front of you, you are able only to do the outline. Only for you, right? So that's why now we are learning how you are preparing for the presentation. And don't write everything there. No, bullet points, any way how you want. Anyway, how you want. Spider map, whatever you want. You can make outline like this one, just here. It's up to you, really. But I need to see, because actually I would like to see the central thing there, a thesis statement.
Yes, but didn't you say it has to be in essay form? Some sort of essay?
No, you have to talk like in essay form.
Okay.
You have to have introduction, you have to have body, you have to have conclusion. So this is like, you will not come and suddenly start from the middle, right? You have to introduce the topic. And in the introduction, you will have to state the thesis statement. Then you will go to arguments, right? And then you will conclude. So it looks like an essay, but you don't have to write anything. Listen, believe me, to write something, what will take 10 minutes of speaking, can you imagine how much writing it would be? It would be very long.
1,800 words.
You know, it depends on the speed of your speech, right? And remember, when you are speaking, you are more natural. Yeah, you have to speak slower, right? Now, when you are speaking, it takes more time. Because when you are reading, it goes faster, always. When you are reading something, it goes faster. But when you have point, you are speaking in natural way, right? Someone is waiting. Zaman, what's the question?
Miss, in the second worksheet, we had a bit of research, so can we apply that in our introduction, right?
Exactly. Yes, everything what you found, you can use in your presentation. Abdullah, yes.
Miss, I have 3 questions on that.
Okay.
First, are we supposed to talk for 10 minutes straight without 10 minutes straight, يعني we talk?
8 to 10, yes, 8 to 10. You have to be able to talk from.
For 10 minutes.
Once again, Abdullah?
Continuous talking for 10 minutes, or I could do it part.
What do you mean by part? You mean when you're doing recording?
Yeah, so I cannot die of thought.
You know, it's fine because now we are only practicing. You can just record first part, later you can record the second part. It's fine for me. this is first time when you are practicing it, so I understand that maybe you are not able to talk, input at once for 10 minutes. But in future, you have to be able to.
My second question is for biographical information. How is it different from the origin of the text? I think it's the same thing.
No, origin of the text is when it was written, where it was written. A biographical information is something about the person who did the text.
Also, it's about the writer, the author.
Yeah, no, yes, biography is more about the person who created the text.
And my third question, should we do the individual oral, the sample outline, like imagery, analogy, and direct narration?
No, you don't have to. You don't have to. I'm saying that this is the example of someone's approach. Someone decided to make the presentation using these things. You don't have to.
What should we focus on?
I don't know what you want to focus on.
So we can focus on the structure, the imagery, and that, like the poster stuff. And then here I can.
You can focus on structure. You can focus. I don't know what you've noticed. You were finding information, which were similarities and differences. So what did you find?
So, for example, in the poster, can